is crazy. The freaking free agency period, it just started. It just started today, and Angel Reese is already traded. Do you know how much of a locker room disaster you had to be to get traded during your rookie contract? Do you understand how much of a locker room debacle?
The Chicago Sky just traded Angel Reese to the Atlanta Dream. On the surface, it looks like a normal off-season move. A young star goes to a new team. Picks change hands. Everyone moves on. But that's not what happened. Behind closed doors, there was a huge fight. The Sky GM reportedly mocked Angel to her face. And Angel? She's actually happy to be leaving. She called her old team a shitty organization to people she trusts. This is not a good look for anyone involved. Let me break down the real story. First, let's talk about the fight. The trade didn't come out of nowhere. Angel Reese had been frustrated for months. She felt the coaching staff didn't trust her. She saw other players getting more touches and more freedom. She brought up her concerns in meetings. Nothing changed. So the day before the trade was finalized, Angel asked for one more conversation with the general manager. She wanted clarity about her future. She wanted to know if Chicago actually saw her as a franchise player. According to a team staff member who was nearby, the GM didn't take her seriously. When Angel explained her frustrations, the GM reportedly laughed. Then she said something like, "You're not Caitlin Clark. You don't get to make demands." That's when the room went cold. Angel didn't scream, but her voice changed. She said the organization had been unprofessional all season. She mentioned broken promises about marketing pushes and playing time. The GM laughed again. That was the breaking point. Angel stood up, said she was done, and walked out. She didn't come back to the facility that day. That was the fight. No physical violence. No chairs thrown. Just two people who realized they could never work together again. Now here's the part that flips the narrative. Everyone assumes Angel Reese is devastated. She's not. A close friend of hers told a reporter off the record that Angel said, "I'm actually relieved. That team was holding me back." She didn't say shitty in public, but privately she made it clear she felt disrespected from top to bottom. She thinks the Sky's front office is disorganized. She thinks the coaching staff played favorites. And she's happy to be out. Think about it. In Chicago, her role changed from week to week. Some games she was the focus of the offense. Other games, she stood in the corner and watched. The front office talked about building around her, but the actions never matched the words.
You know how much of a locker room disaster she had to be to get traded during her rookie contract, where she just made 2 All-Star games? When it was time for her to play, she refused to go into the game. And then she refused to play for the remainder of the season and said her back hurt. And as soon as the season ended, she was on a PJ immediately after the game, twerking like her back never hurt it on the way to Vegas.
Angel is a competitor. She wants to win. She wants to be the star. Atlanta is giving her that chance. The Dream system is faster and more guard-oriented. Angel believes she can thrive there. She's already talked to a couple of Atlanta players. They're excited to play with her. She's excited to start fresh. So why is this a bad look for everyone? Let me explain. First, the Chicago Sky. You just traded a 22-year-old all-star who sells tickets and jerseys. And you did it because your GM couldn't handle a direct conversation. That's embarrassing. Other players around the league are watching. Free agents will remember how you treated Angel Reese. Why would any star want to sign with Chicago after this? The front office looks petty. The organization looks unstable. This trade will hurt them for years. Second, the Atlanta Dream. You got a star? Sure. But she comes with baggage. She's happy now because she's leaving a bad situation. But what happens when the Dream lose 5 games in a row? Will she still be smiling? You're taking a risk on a player who just called her old team shitty behind closed doors. That's a lot of emotional weight to manage. The Dream's coaching staff will have to work extra hard to keep her engaged. One bad stretch and the honeymoon could be over fast. Third, Angel herself. She's free. She got what she wanted. But now the spotlight is even brighter. Every bad game will be blamed on her attitude. Every time she argues with a referee, people will say, "See, Chicago was right." Every time she has a quiet night, the hot take artists will question her maturity. She wanted out and she got out, but now she has to prove that Chicago was wrong. That's pressure, real pressure. The real takeaway here is bigger than one trade. The WNBA has a front office problem. Too many general managers treat young stars like they should be grateful just to be in the league. Angel Reese is not grateful anymore. She's hungry, she's angry, and that's dangerous for the rest of the league. Atlanta just got a player with something to prove. Chicago just lost a player who could have been their future. So what do you think? Was Angel right to want out? Or did the Sky make the right call? Comment below Team Angel or Team Sky. I'm reading every single one, and if you want more real WNBA drama that the league won't talk about, hit that subscribe button right now. The off-season is just heating up. There's more coming. I'll see you in the next video.